and welcome. Bharat Malik is with us, who has cleared JRF exam in June 2019 with a percentile of 98.5. Wow, Bharat, that's great. How does it feel?
So thank you, Garima. I feel really excited, and now I am happy that I am getting whatever I deserve to and desire to get. So thank you, Garima, once again for inviting to give interview and share my strategy with the students.
That's great. So, as far as I know, you had already qualified NET in 2018 and you just gave the second attempt for the JRF, right?
Yes. So I believe for a average student who is done his MBA, so getting a NET is not a difficult thing. Uh, but getting JRF, you need some kind of preparation and right source of the study material, which will uh, help you to get better score to achieve JRF. So that is my thinking.
But as far as I know, you have done your master's MBA from IIM Ranchi, so I would not categorize you into an average student, Bharat. You're definitely a very, very bright student. And going on to the strategy, would you like to share how you prepared for the JRF exam with the other students?
Yeah, sure. So it will be my pleasure to share and help other students. So first I will begin with one thing, like JRF is having two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. I will be going into basic details so that a layman can understand. So paper 1 consists of 50 questions and it is of 100 mark, and paper 2 consists of 100 questions with 200 marks. But getting 50-60 percentage mark is not difficult, and for a average students in their MBA classes, if they have attended such classes, they could easily get that things. But getting above 60%, it becomes tricky, and a person who just see the previous year questions, they just by seeing the easy level, they just become relaxed and they don't give priority for preparation. I would say that it is not the same thing uh, for getting qualified NET and getting qualified JRF. You need preparation. Two things in preparation, I would say: detail you should look into the syllabus, study properly the syllabus, and secondly, as UGC syllabus are very fast, very vast, and secondly, I would say that get the right source of study material. So for my case, I could see the study material I followed apart from my books, and after the MBA things, I hardly followed many books. Apart from that, I just followed the Human Peritos study materials, which are actually they just given the crisp points like as per the requirement of UGC syllabus. So third point, I would say that there is two topics, paper 1 and paper 2. In paper 1, getting 50 marks, you can do at any way. Plus 2 students also can get a 50 percentage mark. But getting more than that, you need to understand conceptually all the syllabus, and then you need to also follow the, once you get all the syllabus, like complete your conceptual understanding, then you need to get the news updates of those topics. Let's say recent environmental acts or some kind of environmental issues going on. Or secondly, I would say that there would be some news related to university rankings, then energy related new things in energy. These are the current topics which are in the syllabus. You need to also get updated with this. And I think for paper one, the syllabus is not too vast. If you will just understand the concept and get updated with the recent news, you will get to you will score more in the paper one. And coming to paper two syllabus preparation, I would say my subject was human resource management labor laws. Uh, what I can do for my preparation, I divided this into two parts. One is your labor laws and labor framework, and other part is my uh, other like organization behavior, human resource management, and other stuffs. So here I would say uh, labor laws. I'm not good at good at uh, good memory. I don't have a good memory, but I believe that repeatedly reading it makes me more conceptually. I becomes clear and I understand better. So that is what I did. I just went through the syllabus of like syllabus and top like study material from human peritus. From there I got like understanding of what are the things available in the labor laws. And then once I have the basic understanding and what type of questions is being asked in the UGC net, I just followed the labor laws, bare labor law acts, which is available in the government site labor.gov.in. This is what I can say that getting some course material or going into some coaching institute in any field will not give you success unless you try and you study properly. So it just gave me the foundation how I should prepare and what kind of hard work I need to put. Then I just followed the bare acts for my. Although I can say that 80% questions or 80% topic concepts covered in the human peritus is directly coming in the exam, but I can say for getting that extra edge, you need to prepare and work hard. So that is what I did. I just followed the uh, bare acts. So that is the preparation for my labor laws. And then coming into the organization behavior, I think organization behavior and human resource management things, I can say just reading the book organization behavior book by uh, Stephens, that will help you. And I would say human peritus material are too detailed, so you can follow that. And apart from that, I would say that you should actually give chapter wise in the human peritus. They have options like they make some detail work for UGC net. So there they have developed some questions chapter wise. So I followed, once I read the chapter, I followed the question answers like MCQ questions, give test on chapter wise basis. Then once I complete the test, I just check the answer and just read the whole concept behind that questions. Like let's say one question, uh, who was the father of scientific management theory? Although it is the FW Taylor, but I need to understand like what is the scientific theory in management and what are the other kind of theories available, who are the profounder of those theories. These many things I need to ask myself these kind of questions and get the answer. And after this preparation stage is over, I can say the next step I followed is time management. Time management means many times we although we know the knowledge and we have the understanding of the topic, but we don't manage our time. That is the very worst thing I can say. Our hard work went in vain. So that's why proper, if you have 95% also prepared, I would say just prepare for your time management. Don't in last moment. Don't just try to cover the 5% of your topic which you left. And here I can say you should actually first give few mock papers, just increase your efficiency. I think getting like in once you give 3 to 4 questions like mock tests with the reduced time. Let's say what good thing I saw in human peritus is in paper one they had although it was 50 questions in actual exam it comes in 1 hour, but they had given 45 minutes or like that in those days while I was attempting. So that was a good thing so that I can speed up my efficiency, increase my efficiency. So it helped me. Then next thing I would say that once you are perfectly fine with the speed and accuracy to attempt that quiz or attempt that test, then obviously you can just prepare and just before the exam I would say that you should actually overall see the recent updates in the labor laws. Like in our time some questions came in ILO who was the like current director or those kind of question. This kind of question you cannot get in any books or neither in some coaching institutes. So here you need to look into like current affairs in your topics. So I think these all things you need to prepare while preparing for your UGC NET JRF. And another thing I would say that so just prepare what things actually makes you perfect. Like whatever I spoke, you may be as all individuals are unique and different. You have your own styles. Just plan accordingly, and without planning, nothing you can achieve. So as per your understanding about your personality, your intellectual abilities, you just plan. Don't just read like that and prepare. Planning is most important thing to achieve success in your preparation. So this is all what I wanted to speak about like preparing for UGC NET JRF. This is what helped me. So I wish student can get little help from this. So all the best for your preparation. So that's all from my side regarding preparation.
Thank you, Bharat. Yeah. I think it was very elaborate, comprehensive, and the tips were very, very useful for all the students. And I want to congratulate you because not only after clearing JRF, you were teaching in a government college, PMEC. You were teaching organization behavior and HR. But now you're moving on to the next stage in your life, that is doing PhD from IIM Calcutta. So that's a huge feat, and I would like to congratulate you for that. And thank you for taking out so much time for us. Thank you, Bharat.
So thank you, Garima, for giving me this opportunity to share my preparation strategy. And I'm really very grateful for inviting me, and especially I got human peritus material, which was really helpful for preparing me in like busy schedule, like we have our jobs and everything. So this is basically a lifesaver, I can say, human peritus material. There I did research during my time, and I felt like this human peritus materials are really good, and I just followed because at that time there was no alternatives. But I don't know now. and going into whole MBA syllabus is like swimming in the ocean. So you cannot reach anywhere. So at that time it helped me, and I am really very grateful for your study materials and your timely support regarding queries and everything through mails and everything. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Bharat. And if I remember correctly, you were taking physical coaching, but due to your busy schedule, you could not go through with that, and then you converted to online classes, if I'm correct, right?
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
any input about the live classes that were available? Did you utilize them? Did you find time to attend classes online?
Basically, what I wanted to say, uh, sometimes, like for better retention, I would say only reading will not help. There are we should learn by listening, auditory skill. From auditory, we should learn by videos, and interactive, we should learn by reading. We should learn 3 ways we make better retention. So one thing is that I am reading by preparation, and a better way to more retention is uh, attending the live classes. And many times due to schedule I could not attend those, but I could say that you provided the uh, videos recordings of those class. Actually that also helped me to revise the concepts, and it is said that uh, for an average student, if you learn more and more, and you become like your memory becomes sharpened and you memorize many things. So that is what I did. First read the things, then I watch the videos, then I give the uh, test. If we do so many things, then nobody can stop you from getting success.
Very well said. If you try hard, no one can stop you from getting success. It was wonderful talking to you, Bharat, and thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you so much.